Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm super excited you're here with me today for a really fun little project that I hope you'll truly enjoy. So thanks for coming along and watching with me today. Now, this is a craft in chat. This is not a tutorial or a how-to. This is either craft with me, if you can get a hold of the supplies, or it's a just chat. I like to chat about my life. People tell me they want to hear about it. They're invested in us and my little family and my kids and my daughter and everything and my grandkids, and they want to hear about my daily life. And they love watching me craft and create, how I decorate. This is a process video, my process for making things, although I do have a fun project that if you're watching, you can start and stop it and come along with me. This is not, I'll give you all the measurements and how to do everything. I may do that. I try to include that when I think about it. But my videos are very much just chat with me. Come on into my private studio. See how I create. Maybe you'll learn a few things. You'll get a few tips and tricks. Or just see how I work, because that's what I was asked to do, really. When I first looked at doing this almost 4 years ago, I repeatedly had people say, we want to know how you do this. We want to see how you craft. So here I am, and I'm sharing that with you today. I'm definitely not a cookie cutter, step-by-step video. And honestly, in the junk journal world and journal making world, we don't do everything perfectly. Everything is just by feel and touch and sight and our creativity and our artistic work. We're not big into measuring everything. There's a few of us that do, and they will give you a tutorial video or they will give you a how-to step-by-step. But most of us that have been doing this a long time and are pros and sell our work are very much just come on in and craft along with me, and maybe you'll learn something new, because frankly, there's nothing new out there. Very little new things. So to try to like teach someone something, it's like, well, we can, but it's already been done a million times. I'm sure you can find someone that'll give you a step-by-step, and I'm not one of them. I've had comments recently about that I should do shorter videos. I should pre-cut everything. And as you know, I am not one of those due to my health situation. I don't have the energy for that, and I don't have the health. So I pretty much just share with you what I'm doing. Otherwise, if people prefer, I mean, I could have 100,000 viewers if I wanted to be a tutorial, perfect step-by-step channel, but I'm not one of those. So I don't have a lot of followers because people want it quick, easy, and fast, and I'm not about that. I'm about the creativity, the art of it, the whole, making it and how it feels and why I do it, and the whys of it, maybe more than the how-tos of it. You will learn some how-tos from me. You will learn. I tell you what glues I'm using and why. I tell you why I chose a particular trim. You don't get that from those. You get the basics, and maybe they'll slap a, die cut on it and go, okay, all done. That's not us. We don't do that in our little world. We're not scrapbookers. Well, we have, most of us have that background, but this is not scrapbooking. This is not, happy mails. This is not, all those quick and easy little mini journals. This is not, little flip journal. This isn't all those little how-tos. We're not that. So if you come here expecting that, that's not the kind of craft we are, and definitely not the kind of crafter I am. But today I'm going to move on because I wanted to address it because I'd gotten some comments. So I thought maybe I better hit the nail on the head before it goes too far. Today we're going to make some little, I'm going to call this stick ephemera, and I've had these cut out and ready to go forever. I have not gotten to them, and I decided I was going to make them today. And I thought maybe I'd invite you into the studio, come along with me, and we will make something fun. Now, how I made these, and I will show you what they are. They're not completed because I've been wanting to complete them, right? So that's what this is about, is finishing them. But you're going to want to at least know how I did the basics on it. So I thought I would share that with you, and then you can hang out with me while I decide how to do it. And it might take me a half hour to decide how to do one. It's just the way the process is. It's not quick. It never has been. It's why I don't do a lot of my work on video, is because it takes me a long time to create something that is detailed, beautiful, like this little project, okay? This project here took me a long time. But there's a lot of bits, pieces, parts, pulling things, trying things. I did not do these on a video because I felt like you guys would be bored out of your minds. I don't know why that one's flipped backwards. I gotta fix it. Okay, well, I will. So this was like a detailed project, and this took me a long time to pick out the trims and paint everything, and super time consuming. I can't do this kind of a project in a quick, super fast, my work just doesn't lend itself to quick, okay, and easy, because it's not. My work isn't easy, you guys. What I do is not easy. It's very time consuming, very, very, very detailed. So if you can pick up anything from my videos, I feel like I might be doing something right. So anyway, let's get on with this because I've been fussing around about it. So let's get to work. Let's see. I've already used 5 minutes, but I felt like I needed to make it clear what kind of a crafter I am. So if you are looking for those detailed, perfect how-to, cut-by-cut, step-by-step cookie cutter videos, and they are cookie cutter, I think, and that is no absolutely disrespect to those ladies who do those. I watch them myself when I want to learn a technique. I do that. So, and there are times I need that too, but it's mostly for me, it's inspiration. It's like, okay, so if I get it in this general idea, I can do this or that, right? I do watch them and they have their place. I'm just not one of those. So if you're here as a brand new crafter, I don't know if this is for you. If you're here as a brand new junk journal or journal maker or ephemera maker, then this is for you because you will learn things here you will not learn by doing a step-by-step. Okay, so we'll stop it there. Love you guys. Thank you for listening. Hello, and lots of mwah, mwah, hugs and kisses to all of those who've been following me for a really long time. Welcome to anyone who's new and checking me out to see if this is for them. I may not be for you, and that's okay too. You do have a fast forward and a mute, so if you are not seeing what you're looking for, fast forward. I don't care if you have to fast forward 20 minutes and find the part that interests you. That's okay too. Okay, so let's go. Well, you want to be part of the community and our little family, then you're going to have to watch a bit more. So anyway, here these are. I've got some beautiful ladies. You know that this is my favorite thing to work with, right? And these are going to be, I think they're going to be really pretty. These are what I got really into, shabby pumpkins for a while there. And so that's what you see here. These are all the pink shabby holiday Thanksgiving fall pumpkins, pink and cream. So I do have some of those, and that's what we're going to be working with today. Now what I'm using are just regular tongue depressor popsicle sticks. We have those in our shop. So if you don't want to have to buy a big old pack of 100 or 50 or whatever, go to our design journal and supply shop. There is a direct link in the drop down box of this video, and that's where you see that little V or the word more. Hit that, it'll drop down a box that will show you how to get a hold of all this, get a hold of me, all the pertinent information, okay? So there you go. Alrighty, so let's get to work. Now, how I did these is I started, you'll notice these sticks are colored, lightly colored, and they also are stamped. And so what I did with these, I'll just give you a quick little how I did it. Now, this is not my idea. I did get this from another journal maker. She is very shabby chic. So, you know, let's do this one. I already have a hole punched. What I did was, before I got going, I took my crocodile here and I punched a hole. Now, this is called a crop-a-dial by We Are Memory Keepers, and it will punch through just about anything. I tried using a regular hole punch and it bent the heck out of it. So don't recommend that. Find something that will punch through your wood. Now this one's a little bit off to the side, but that's okay. I really don't care. Let's see. I was looking to see if I had any little, I forgot I apologize. I know you guys hate it when I do that, but, or some of you, most of you don't care. I forgot the eyelets because I didn't know if I was going to show this part or not, but I think I will, just because I know some of you will ask me, what did I use, because you're new. The crocodiles work with eyelets, and here they are. And so let's see, what color would we want to use on this? I'd want to use something light, but I really don't have anything super light. Maybe I could just use, I could use one of these. Okay, so I have two of these. because one of them doesn't cut as great as I would like. One is just like cuts everything like butter. This one cuts better. So it just works better than my other one. I don't know. Maybe I wore the other one out because I was using it so much. I don't know. So you're just going to put it in your little stick, but I'm going to wait to do that because I want to color it first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself some either Distress Oxide or Distress inks. You could use paint if you want to paint it, but I frankly just did not want to go to all that hard work. I do prefer a quicker project if I can get one, because the rest of it is going to be detailed. So just take your little dauber and run it all over it. This one's not particularly smooth. It needs to be. Some of these sticks, because they come in just big bulk, are kind of rough. So, you know, you might have to run a little emery board over it or something like that just to get rid of the rough edges. This one's a little on the rough side, but I don't really mind it, you know. So this one, I use a Distress Oxide. You can use your Distress inks or paint or watercolor, whatever your thing is, you could do, right? And the more coats you put on it, the darker it will get. I have a little bit, oops, that's the wrong color. I didn't mean to do that. Let me get, let's see if I can find the one I want. Victorian Velvet is the one I was looking for. It's a little bit darker. That was Spun Sugar. That was an oxide. This is a Distress ink. And what I'm thinking is that I can darken it up a little bit because it wasn't quite giving me the color I wanted. So we're just gonna give it a quick little, use your dauber. Circular motions are good. Go up the sides if you want. But I would, before you go putting your eyelet in, I would definitely get your color going. Then you're going to punch your hole and then your eyelet, okay? But I already had one ready to go, so I thought I would share that one with you. Okay. And then I'm going to leave that one out. I am just going to use a nice light little stamp on this because I don't really want it super dark. So I'm going to grab one of my lovely stamps here. Oopsie. Okay. You can use whatever rubber stamp you want to use. And, you know, if it's something that's kind of viney would be cool. Like this one has kind of a vine on it. And I would stamp both sides and then you can pick your best side as your front. How's that? So I don't think that'll stick on my, I can try it, but I don't think it won't stick. We'll see. Yeah, it's stuck. Well, you never know. Silly me. Okay. So how are all of you? Are you good? Are you healthy, happy, safe? I hope you're all safe if you're in Florida. I know you guys were online for a horrible, horrific hurricane. I hope you're all safe. I know a lot of you are in Florida. I have a lot of YouTube friends in Florida, as well as personal friends in that area. So I think my girlfriend's down in that area on vacation, so I hope she's okay. Now, I really don't want to get this on my mat, so I'm going to pull up a piece of junk paper. Excuse the mess, but that's what it's for, right? It's a messy page. And I'm going to line this up. I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to stamp it down. There. Didn't that come out good? And then I'm not gonna. Boy, I'm getting some slang. I'm gonna go like this. There I go again. It dries pretty good, but when it's on top of the oxides, they take much longer than the Distress inks to dry. So I prefer Distress inks to the oxides, but I'll use either one. I hold it for about 5 seconds to allow the ink to absorb into the surface that it's on. I'm going to just do a double stamp there because I wanted it light at the top. Make sense? Okay. I'll put this aside and I will clean that after my video because I'm one of those stamp moms, you know. All right, so that looks a lot like the others. Isn't that cool? The next thing you would do would be to punch yourself some large circles. I think... Let me look. I did these a long time ago. They've been sitting and waiting to be decorated forever. Yeah, this is a 2.5, 2.25 inch punch. That's a pretty good size circle that you could use. Okay. Now, if you don't have that, you could take the lid of a jar. You could do the bottom, like the bottom of a jar like this, or a smaller lid, whatever size you want to get your circle. Now, if you don't have any of those, but let's say you have a lot of die cuts because you have a lot of kits, you can use something like this on there, and we'll show you how to decorate it in just a minute. You could use something like that. Let's see, which side do I like? I kind of like this lighter side maybe. And glue it on there instead of a picture. So you could do, you know, something. These are die cuts. This is Shabby Rose from Stamperia. And I'm looking to see, yeah, there's all kinds of shapes in there, but I think that rose is, I mean, you could use that shape. You could, it doesn't have to be round. You could use whatever you want on your sticks, right? You could get really, not that, you could get really, really creative and make something just, oh no, not that, gorgeous. So just depends on what you have. A lot of these kits have round circles in them. You know, circles are the big thing right now. You could use a giant, this isn't one of them, but you could use a butterfly on there. You could add that butterfly to that. That might be very pretty on there, right? So that's a pretty bottle of perfume you could put on there. I mean, you can just get crazy good with these. Now, you have two choices. You do not have to put the circle in there. You don't have to punch it out. You could just pretend that there's nothing in there and you're just gluing it right at the top. Or you can do the circle, and I'll show you what I would do with that. So if I'm going to put this on, I'm going to go below my circle, just right below it. Yes, I'm going to use a lot of the popsicle stick up, but I don't mind that because I'll show you what I'm going to do with that upper one in just a minute. So I like that a lot. Maybe we'll use that. And if there's a little bit smaller butterfly in there, I don't know. I just opened this pack. I've had it hanging around my... Now, what I'm going to do with these that are all ready to go, that are pinned on the one I want them on, I'm going to put them in this little container so they're off my board, out of my way. Going to move these off to the side. I am going to put that up there because I do need to put it in. But I wanted to see if I have any small little butterflies or if there's only the big ones. I'm hoping there's a smaller one in here. So what are you guys up to? Anything new and exciting? I have news, but I'll tell you in a minute. I want to work on this for a little bit and then we'll chat. I'm going to work for a bit first. I guess the big one's okay. I don't know if I like that big butterfly. I wish he was just a little smaller. I probably have some in my stash somewhere that are not quite so big, but that rose is pretty big too, but I don't mind it. Because what these do is these go in pockets in your journals. They go in a pocket, or you can use them as a bookmark. You know, you can do fun things with these. I'm thinking I might like this better. I kind of like that better than the round rose. Well, those are a possibility. So let me put these away right now, and then I'll come back to you. There we go. And I don't edit my videos. They are live. You see what you see, you get what you get, and you hear what you hear. So I do not edit my videos. So if you're new, all this information is for the new people. Those of you who've been with me a long time, yada, yada. You've heard it all a million times before. Sorry about that. But I do and must address my new people for sure. Okay, so I hope you will... Oh, that's a better size. Bear with me on that. Oh, I have a smaller rose. That might work. So we're going to see what's here. You could add this to a circle, or you could just put it directly on there. All right. So now the next thing, before we go putting anything on there, is I'm going to figure this is the side I would like. So yeah, I like this side better. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my eyelet in. And this has a great eyelet punch, which my other one didn't punch well. Just didn't break down this little thing well enough. So there you go. All right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get a drink of water. I got a dry throat. Pardon me. I really don't want to start coughing on you guys. So, okay. So next thing we do would be to glue something on here that we really like. I'm always thinking that rose is just too big, and same with the butterflies. So I'm thinking it's going to be this one. I've got a bunch of those, so I don't really mind. You know, I have a hard time using these. I tend to hoard these things. I don't know about you guys, but I do. I hoard them. I'm terrible. So now what I want to do is these are boards, chipboard. These are those heavy chipboard pieces. When I bought them, I thought they were the ephemera pieces that weren't so thick. And I don't really like the white, so I am going to go ahead and ink this front and back. There we go. I'm going to put that on there, I think. Okay, so I think I'm going to try the Fabri-Tac, both Fabri-Tac and Art Glitter Glue, which is this one here. This is Art Glitter Glue. This is Fabri-Tac in a Sugar Bell bottle with the little tops. We do sell these in our shop too. If you need these, we have sets where you can get the caps and the bottles together. And I put the Fabri-Tac in here because it's easier to squeeze. It's easier on my hands. It doesn't hurt me so much. And easier to fill. Just doesn't bubble up and make a big mess. You can use 3-in-1 Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix. They're all for fabric. They'll work on wood. They work on metal. It kind of works on just about everything. I'm going to see if I got it in the right place. I'm going to move it right up to that little dealy bob there. Yeah, feels like it might work. We'll see. All right, we'll check it in just a little bit. But the next thing we would do is we can either cover this with a circle in the back. We could leave it as is. Or we could add a, let's see, I've got a bunch of these doilies because this is more of a shabby chic look, not chic. I put as much as I could by my desk here, but if I put everything on my desk I needed, I do have to get up and get things, guys, because I have a big old room to play in, and I could do it like this, but I think that's too big. I just think those are too big. I don't know if I would like these behind any of these. Well, that's not bad, you guys. I don't mind that one. Now, I could do this 2 ways on the circles, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to leave those out for that. Actually, I like that. I do have some other doilies. These are all vintage doilies that I have here. I'm looking to see what I have that might look cool on the back of this. Ooh, look at that. That's very antique, vintage, Victorian looking. I don't know if that qualifies as shabby or not, but whoops. I can tell I bought it at a shop because it's got the, I probably got it at a vintage shop or an antique shop. Shoot, it's got one of those little, oh, I'll leave it there for now. I might probably cover it up anyway. So let's, oh, I love that. That gives a really cool shabby look. I do love that. It's the only one of those I have, but okay, goodbye. We'll use it. It's probably going to go in a journal anyway. I don't see why not. I've got some littler ones, but I think those are all too tiny. Yep, they are. Okay. I think I'm running low on these. I thought I used to have a ton of these. Where did I put them? Maybe I don't anymore. You know, when you make as much as I do, it's really easy to use up your stuff and not realize you've used it up. So, yikes. Okay. I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. But before I do that, one of the things I wanted to do, I'm going to have to move that up because I want to use this to put some like eyelash trim through, or let me see what I have in eyelash trims for color. Yeah, I see one I like. This is from Vintage Polka Dot Shop. Hi, Vern. Hope you're well. And I'm going to grab a couple little bits to put on there, and you're going to see what I'm going to do with this in just a minute. I know there's an end here somewhere. Come on, you. These are so difficult to work with, I have to tell you, because they have ends that are wrapped inside each other, and oh my goodness. There. Gosh, crazy. Okay, so I want to get a little bit of this. And actually, sometimes the messier looks, the better. Okay, I got that. I want a little bit of this because this is very cool. Oh. I do put a lot of these in my dangles, so I go through a lot of this stuff, and I'm getting very low on it. And then I liked this pink over here. Here I'm making a whole new one instead of working on one of the ones that I already have, but I got excited by this. So you want to go with what you're creatively inspired to do. I've had these on my desk for years to finish. Can you believe it? It's crazy, I know. Oh gosh, the ends are so hard to find on these things. because they're fluffy. They're so fluffy. It's so fluffy. Have you seen that one? That cute little girl. I don't remember what movie that was on, but oh, I think it was on Toy Story? No, the other one. Monsters, Inc., where she's petting the creatures and she's all, it's so fluffy. It is so fluffy. It's so cute. Yay. Yeah, I'll put that away later. Anyway, I'm going to have a big mess to clean up when I'm done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 3 in here. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, this will be fun. Okay, we can do this, right? We can. And we are going to put that through there. And hopefully I can get them all to come through together. Yes, I did. Yay. Now, you could tie it on, or you could do the little pull it throughs. I'm going to see if I can pull it through. I'm going to kind of try to shove it through the little hole that I just made there. See if I got them all, or if I left anybody out. No, it went through. Okay, there we are. Okay, I kind of have a mess up here that I don't need, so I am going to cut that off and toss it. Now, okay, we have this great little topper. And then we're going to glue this on here, and this one will be done. Let me see which side's the right side up. These are really hard to tell on these little things when they crochet. These are crochet doilies, mini ones. Wish I could find someone to make these for me. Okay, so yeah, I love that. Look at that. That's so pretty. Can you imagine that stuck in a pocket? Oh my goodness. Yum. Yummo. All right, how do I want to do this? Well, let's put it all over the back. Come on, glue. Come on down. I'm going to put a lot on there because I want it to stick to the doily. And I can add more, of course, as we go along. Now, this part I'm making up as I go along. I saw something done totally different from this. Okay, so this is my version of this project. I probably saw it done maybe 3 or 4 years ago. That's how long this project has been in my brain waiting to come out and play. Okay, now another thing you could do to this would be to add some cute little dangles. I've got a box of them here. Let's see if I want to add anything to this. Yeah, maybe we could do that. This is vintage jewelry that I disassembled on a video one time. There's a video for this jewelry that I made. And then you just kind of put this into that loop up at the top. And you can add other things to it. You can add other... Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. I can't wait to finish the others now. That is so pretty. I just think that's gonna be... Here, I'll get a... Do I have a journal with a pocket? Good question. It would not go in this one. I would have to make one specifically for this one, but if there's a pocket available, we'll borrow one of the pockets in here. Do I have a pocket? Well, I'm sure I do, but... Okay, so here's a pocket right here. You would pop that in your pocket. Now, this might be too big to go, you know, inside of a journal, but otherwise, you know, it goes in there. You open it up and you have this pretty little dangle here on there. And that's, you just put it in a pocket anywhere in the journal. I'm sure I have more of them, or there will be more when I'm finished with it. Oh yeah, like here's a pretty little lace goodie. You can put it in. Isn't that pretty? At the back. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Well, actually, that might look fabulous right there. I might have found a home for it. But one thing I do want to add to it while I'm thinking about it, if I can find any, I will do it. Where are my roses? Okay, what I'm thinking is I want to add something to that dangle. I could add a key, I could add a rose, I could add, that's not the one I want. There we go, that's what I'm looking for right there. I might need to put some more in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to add another charm. Let me see, there we go. There we are. I wanted to add a little rose charm to that. I thought that would be pretty. See, isn't that pretty? Let me get it up to the camera. So you can see the pink, you can see the rose, you can see, this is the fun part. Boy, isn't that fun? So this is a Victorian rose, I would say. Not, it could be shabby chic, or it could be Victorian rose, whichever you want to call it. And there it would go in that journal. And oh, it looks yummy in this journal. Look at this up here. It could even go in a little pocket down here too. So it could go either one. Look at that. So there, that's our first one. You can see how it can be used. I try to show you in most of my videos where something could go and how you would use it. So it's dyed. It's got a little bit of pink. I don't know, that video is kind of washing it out, but it does have a pink hue. I don't know. It just kind of want to washes it out, but and then it has a pretty little dangle on it. So, and that's vintage crystal. So there's that. Let's see, how much time do we have? Well, we're at a half hour. Should we make any more? I think we should, because I want to do something different with these ladies. Now, this picture cutout is going to be different because I cut the circle out of a picture. I gotta figure out some place to put that. I guess put it back in the jar. Okay, so I cut 2 circles because I wanted to be able to go like this so you don't see the back side, it's clean, or you could just double it and put it on there like we did on that other one and put something else behind it. So you could do it either way. I'm kind of tempted. I'm going to do them different ways, each one differently. We'll just see what we get. How's that? All right, I do want some... I do want some ink. I do want to distress this to give it some age, some dimension. And go like this. Okay. I do consider myself a crafter, but I am also an artist. I'm a paper artist, and I work with fibers and papers a lot. I am a professional seamstress, so I have a very big background. I've been crafting since I was a very little girl, probably about 4 for those of you who are new to my channel. Since I'm getting some new people, thanks to YouTube. Thanks to all of you for liking my videos. It has allowed us to find some new friends. So welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm going to put these together. I am using Fabri-Tac because I wanted to be able to move that around for a minute. I have a big pile of stuff next to me, so hopefully I don't knock everything on the floor here. Let's go like this. All right. Okay, so you have that. Now, one of the things I think I want to do before I put it on here is I'm going to go ahead and decorate it first because I just think it's going to be easier until I get it on there and we have to add more pieces. Does that make sense to you? I hope so. All right, I'm going to move those off my desk. Oh, another thing you could do on these sticks, I have these big flowers that I made. And by all means, I could easily take these flowers and also put one on a stick. Isn't that beautiful? So if you're a flower maker, you like to use the die cuts and make yourself some flowers, or you're using the punches or die cuts, that would be gorgeous on one. Oh my gosh, I am hooked on these. I'm going to want to use all my flowers up and put them on here. Yeah, okay. So these are ones that I made, way back. I think I have videos for all these. I know I do have way back in the beginning, maybe 3, almost 4 years ago. You would find videos, how-to videos for the flowers. So they're out there somewhere. They are out there. So let's go like that. I like her. I want to go around the edge. So I'm going to want to use some of my Scrap Cabin. And we have these lovely ribbons, crinkle ribbons. And I want a color. I want a neutral color because I don't know what journal it's going to go in. So I can either use this or this. That one's nude. Or we have this mushroom. I love the mushroom. It tends to lend itself to the Victorian era. And I'm going to do my glue stick trick. Let's get the newest glue stick. Let's use this one. This is my Scotch Permanent Glue. And I'm going to go around the edge a little bit at a time with this glue stick. And I am going to start probably, guess right about there. I'm going to put this on. And I'm going to scrunch it. You see me do this in my tags often. I should have brought my soda in here. I need some caffeine today. I've been very busy. I haven't been doing videos because we found a puppy on our front porch 3 days ago. Lost, scared, alone. We've been trying to find the owner. We are fostering it for right now. He is a cute little Scotty Terrier mix, multi-gray puppy, and young. Probably not a baby puppy, but a young pup, young dog, maybe a year or under. Definitely still a baby because he's kind of teething and, super cute. Oh my gosh, I didn't have the heart to take him to our animal shelter. So we're on every lost puppy site, lost animal site there is. We've alerted the cat crew, the half and half crew, all the different crews in town that rescue critters, puppies and kitties, and, trying to find his mom and dad. And so far we haven't. He is adorable. I didn't want to take him to the animal shelter because we're our town's shelter is a kill shelter. So they would only keep him so long and then they would put him to sleep. And he's a beautiful puppy. And he looks like he's thoroughbred maybe. So I don't know why he fits under your arm. He's about 5 to 7 pounds. So we gave him a bath and a good grooming ourselves. But if we don't find out his owners pretty soon, we'll probably have him professionally groomed and then put him up to be adopted. But I'm trying to keep him out of the animal shelter. I don't want to give him to just anybody and then have them decide they don't want him and throw him away like the owners did. To me, as mad as he is, he's been out on his own for quite some time. He landed on our porch because he was scared and he was tired. And for some reason, he was under a rocking chair and he knew it was safe on our porch. How he knew, I don't know. But this is a safe home. I wish I could put a thing, hello, animals, this is safe. I've done animal rescue since I was 10 years old with my mom. My mom let us save some cats and they became our first kitties that we were responsible for. So that's my first experience, and have done it for cats by the truckload. I've probably had saved anywhere from, I don't know, maybe 50 cats, a few puppies, a few things, other critters. So we've been busy with him. He requires a lot of time and attention. Today we realized he has wormies, so my husband went off to get some dewormer for him because I just don't want to give him to someone with problems. I don't want to give him any excuse to return him to the shelter or to dump him back on the street. He is very, very happy, wiggly, wants to be held, likes to get under your feet, which is why I can't keep him because I would take a horrible fall. My legs are so bad. So I can't keep him, and he needs more work than I can handle. So isn't that cute? I like that. And then I want to put some flowers or something there. So let me see what I've got. I have tons of trims. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I've got lots of trim. Oh yeah, let's do my thing. Okay, so yeah, he needs. And then he likes to munch on your fingers. He's a baby. He's teething. So you have to be able to tolerate that. And he likes to grab the towels or the blankies and run and lay on them. And super cute. He carries around this bone that's about as big as he is. It's an orange fabric dog toy that I'd gotten for my cats at one point. They loved it, but they quit playing with it years ago. So I figured, what the heck, why not? Let's see if he likes it. Oh, he loves it. He carries it around his mouth and it's as big as he is. He runs with it. He throws it up in the air like a good foot. Oh my gosh, so cute. Love dogs and cats. Cats are my favorite. But I do love dogs. I had a golden retriever for 16 years until he passed of old age. His heart just flat quit. He was tired and gave up. He had some hip dysplasia and some medical things, but The last year of his life, I nursed him every day for a year, gave him an extra year of love and care, and then finally his little heart gave out. I miss him very much. He was a beautiful golden retriever. He was a purebred, and we got him to breed, well, as a hunting dog for my husband and then to breed, but we just couldn't afford the fees to train him. It was just too, we just didn't have enough money. I was young and I didn't think anything of it and thought, oh, it'd be a great gift for my husband. Thought he'd take it on, but he did not. He was working too many hours, and so we had a beautiful golden retriever, but he was a real love. He was a water dog, loved his baths, crazy dog. Get out the hose and he'd go nutso. And he was very well trained, all commands, as far as standard training, just not. He would fetch and return. One thing he wouldn't do, though, was walk on a leash. Oh, my gosh, that goofball hated a leash. He would not walk on a leash. Could not train him to do that. Could train him to come, sit, stand, lay, all that good stuff, but no way. It was Lancelot. His name was Lancelot Bo Bronson. That's his breeder name. And Bo Bronson was his breeding name, and then I named him Lancelot, so we called him Lance or Lanny. Big, beautiful, orangey, red, golden, orangey gold, I guess, golden. Big, flat nose, big eyes, just didn't bite, didn't bark. You know, he's a barker, but not unless there was someone in the yard. And he was just the love of my life, so I miss him so much. So it's been nice to have a little doggy under my feet a little bit, but I have to be so careful. He likes to trip me. He wants me to pick him up, so he gets right under my feet, and oh man, I cannot afford a fall. That would be horrible. So we are going to have to find him a home, but I am in love with the little guy, and I want him to go to someplace super special. So I'm going to be picky about who we hand him over to. I do have a neighbor up this in the court that is, oh, I love it with the bow. Let's see how it's going to look. Oh, yeah. I love that with a bow. Oh, I'm going to have a great time, you guys. When I turn this off, I'm going to at least get all the ladies done. Maybe try to get into the pumpkins. I think the pumpkins, to be honest with you, I think I'll put one on each. Oh, there's 2 pumpkins there. So, yes, there will be a pumpkin on each side like that. And then what I could do is maybe put something between the pumpkins and put it on each side. And then add some goodies at the top. So in my next video, I will come back and show you what I did with them if I do anything with them. So we'll finish this one up, and then I think we'll call it a video. Let me get this on here. I'm aware that a lot of you don't have a lot of time, but then there's a lot of you who really rely on me as your company. You're stuck in bed, or you're not well and you need something to watch, or you're lonely, you don't have anybody in your life. And so I'm here for you. I am here for you. That's what I'm here for. I'm not your standard crafter. I'm also here for those of you introverts that can't get out or love to craft and don't have anyone to craft. If you don't have a craft buddy, I'm your craft buddy. I am your craft buddy. That's what I'm here for. Someone to hang out with you. Maybe you're crafting along while I'm talking, and we're just, just pretend I'm in your kitchen hanging out with you, or you're in mine, or you've come to my studio to craft with me. That's the whole point of saying welcome to my studio, because you've come in to craft with me and you're hanging out and you're having a good time, and that's the goal, right? So I'm going to actually use some of this ribbon in the top, and I'm going to use some of the fluffy stuff. Let's see, what do I have over here that's different? These are all pinks. Nope. No, I don't want pink. I want cream or beige. Do I not have any beige fluff? What? That can't be possible. What do I have I could use? Let me think. Now I'm looking at my wall of wonder. You guys who have seen my studio tour know what the wall of wonder is. So I'm looking on my wall to see if I'm missing a trim, because of course I don't want to miss a trim. Gold might be okay with that, but that seems kind of silvery, doesn't it? It seems silvery to me. 1 second. Okay. Well, be right back. Be right back. I'm not going anywhere, I promise. Oh, I found what I'm looking for. Hold on. I had no idea what I would need. So let me grab some other things. Oh, see if any of this would look lovely with this. Maybe this little bit of eyelash trim. I don't know. That color's awfully gold. I was hoping that was more cream. Same with this one. Nope. This one might be okay. Oh, I know. No, that's too gold. Well, sugar. What are we going to do? We need the right color. Why don't I have the right color? That's just not, you know, no matter how much you buy, sometimes you cannot get enough of what you need. I don't know what that's about. Maybe just white, huh? Sorry guys, I have hundreds and hundreds of things. There's no way I could put everything out I could need. Ooh, okay, I see some stuff. Ow, okay, sorry. Knocking into things, hurting myself. Give me a second. I'm right here with you. I haven't gone anywhere. I know you can hear me rummaging around. I'm checking trims. Here's some more trim. I don't know. We'll see what we got. I got a lot of trim. You guys have tons and tons of trim. All right. I would like to put something through here. Okay, so hang on. We'll finish this and that'll be it for today. Oh, this is from Magical Mixery. I don't have this in my shop. I know we have some fiber, but I don't know what Jolene's got. Jolene, for those of you who are new, is my daughter. She's my business partner and my very best friend. So let's do that. And I know a lot of my trims are with projects too. That's another thing. Some of them are in bag or basketed. You know, me and my baskets. They're in the baskets with the projects. So I don't always have them like handy because they're set aside to work with something. I just want to get something in here. Goodness gracious, let's try that. I want a fluffy. I need it to be oh so fluffy. These aside. I know there was one we were just using a minute ago that I thought was fluffy enough. Let me go back to it. This one here. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Something like this. I want a fluffy one. I know I have more. I'm going to try to bring those to the front. I think they're with my fall project is where they are, why I don't have them. Gosh, I had lunch, but I'm hungry again. That's crazy. Guess it's time to go downstairs and get some apples or something. So anyway, we have a new little puppy. We did, he's not ours. We're not keeping him, but we did name him. I had to call him something other than dog or the mop because he kind of looks like a mop. Super cute mop, but a mop. I named him Kingston for now. And my daughter may take him on because he's a lot for us, my husband and I. You know, we don't, it's hard for us to get up at, you know, even though we're retired, 6 in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning, let him out to go potty, you know, let him play. He needs a lot more attention than I have energy for because he is a bundle of energy. Oh my gosh. Crazy. But I love him. He's so sweet. I would keep him if I could. I really would. It's breaking my heart to let him go. I would love to have him, but not meant for us. I'm a kitty cat person, and my cats hate him. Literally, they growl at him, and he is scared to death of them. I don't like this in there. Don't like it. Okay, well, for now, we'll leave it. I'll find something to put in there. I don't like that. I'm going to look for my other trims because I know they're here somewhere. Yeah, no, I really don't like that. Okay, we'll come up with something. I'll come up with something. That is not the trim for me. Sorry, I'm just... See, you don't know till you try it, and then you try it and you go, yuck. So, all right. I will find something beautiful to hang in there, and I will glue that up there because I think there's not going to be any problem with that. I'm pretty sure that just coming out lovely. So, let me find... we'll call it a video. I hope you enjoyed this different little video and heard my fabulous news about our puppy that we're fostering. I'm a foster mama, which I don't mind the foster part. I really don't. And I'm really good with getting sick animals back to good health. So that's kind of my specialty. So always has been. I've always been able to help a sick animal and get it well, bring it to health. All my cats have always been that way. They've always been cats that no one else wanted. I'd get them to good health or continue to take care of them while they needed it, like Misty, who has constant lung issues. So she's a vet bill on a regular basis, but I don't care. That's my specialty. So let me see what time it is. See if I have time to put a pearl on for you. If not, I'll come back in another video. Oh, we have time. Yes. Okay, I wanted to see what else I could put on there. I have all kinds of little goodies, you know that. So, let's see what we've got. Those are too big. Most of my charms are pretty big. Oh, there's no pink in this, so that won't work. Those are too big. These are all too big. I don't think I have anything little. Not the right color, but I'm looking at the size. I do have the miniature versions of those, so maybe. I have these. Oh, yes, I do have these. I probably have a bunch cut, if I know me. Yep, there's one. That would be pretty on there. Oh, that's too big. Oof. No, let's get one of these. This would work. I didn't want to put just a plain little... There we are. That's what I want. I could always find something if I have time, you know, but I can't drag all this out, you guys, in advance. It's just not possible. I never know what I want because a project evolves for me. As an artist, it just evolves as I go. Same with my sewing and my designs and, you know, even my interior design work was that way. I would start with something and then I would run around and grab things and... Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I think I know what... Just these two might be okay. I don't think I need that third one. Let me try the two I was going to put in there and see if that works. I hate giving up on this. Oh, yes, there's this one too. Let me add this to it. I just don't care for the straight ones. I won't throw those pieces away. I never do. They always get used in something. Use something to push it through that won't cut it. So, you know, I use this kind of at an angle so I didn't poke it. Yeah, I like this better. I could have something sparkly in there too, but most of it, this was pretty silvery. If this was a gold base color that I was using, then I would have used some gold sparkle. And I have tons of that, as you saw. So, come on, you. Come through there. There we are. Okay, I like that. That's better. Now, again, we could add a pretty little charm. I made all these little dingles in advance way back. Oh, there's a pretty one. Oh, yes. Let's do this one. I made this a while back. Yes, oh, yes. I'm just going to put it through this little line right here. Well, I think I am. Come on, you. My hands are not cooperating. I'm telling them to do one thing and they're doing something else. It's like, come on, let's get on board here. Oh, 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 oh. I love that. I don't like that pin showing like that, though. Let's go. Well, I'll hide it in there. No worries. I'll find a way to hide that. But anyway, there it is. Oop, there it is. All right, you guys. So these are the two we got done today that I am very happy with and super excited to sit and finish the rest. And I will show you. Hopefully I can have all of these done next time, all done differently, because that would be really fun, wouldn't it? So thank you for watching and coming along. And now remember, if you like the video and you want me to keep doing them and you want to say thank you to me, just give me a thumbs up. That's my tip, is if you were, you know, at the restaurant and you enjoyed your meal, you give them a tip. Well, a tip for me is a thumbs up, maybe a little comment if you really liked the video, have a little chat with me. And if you really like what I do, then of course, please, please subscribe. So I love you all. Hugs and kisses. Mwah. See you all soon. Bye-bye.